Okay guys, this is part 2 of Dark Alchemy, and I just wanted to show you this right here. Um, Damn, I didn't know I took this picture twice. But, this is one of the pictures here that I wanted to share. Where's my Chucky? It's almost like, where's my Harley Quinn? But, you have your hot witch wife. Or should I say your carbon wife? But by the way, you know those, you know how non-carbon based people like wear dark clothes and all that kind, trying to be goth and stuff. Guess who they got that from? From Hispanic people and black people. Going back to dark alchemy, you know. That's why I'm always been intrigued into like dark atmospheres and everything like that. Kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas. Um, that's why I always love the Tim Burton style of things. You know, Nightmare Before Christmas, Bride of Chucky. It's just that feel that I just love. You know, something about it just tells me that shit used to be like this. You know, and then Chucky right here, as you can see, I mentioned this in my first video that this is what we did. This is what we did, and this is a lot like when ISIS try to fix some horse. So this is basically the same thing, you know. Did they put this right in your movie, y'all? You know? And let's see here. So dark alchemy is very important from we made dark alchemy. We made sure that if anyone try to fuck with us, we can go for throttle of like going after them basically. And obviously we did these type of stuff, obviously, you know. And people always want to say that like the star, basically whatever direction you put it, or it still means, you know, this and that. But to be honest, who got it? Who got it from it? That's the thing. A lot of people don't want to think about that. People just want to think that, oh, it just came from these evil beings and that's it. These evil beings steal shit, people. They don't make nothing. They don't have creativity. So why would you think and why would you put inside your head that they make this shit? They don't make that. They don't make dark alchemy. They didn't even go through the book of dark alchemy. I told you that in part 1, obviously. And if you don't know, then us, carbon-based people, we make dark alchemy. All right. So if you're gonna say that, oh, you know, if you're gonna say that, oh, we're going to hell and shit, then basically all carbon-based people should be going to hell, right? All so-called black and so-called Hispanics should be going to hell, right? Because we make dark alchemy. That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought. Dumbass, man. Fucking dumbass. It depends who uses it. If an evil person uses it, then obviously they're evil. And dark alchemy is not evil. It's just the person that uses it. It's almost like the internet. Is the internet evil? No, it just depends who fucking uses it. Are you using it for good? Are you using it for education? Or are you using it for evil to hurt people? It's the same fucking concept. Same fucking concept. You know? These people, man. Some of these people, some of you religious folk are so like, oh my god. Then how come Egyptian people used it? Thank you. If it was so bad, the Egyptians wouldn't even fucking goddamn use it. So don't tell me the Egyptians were bad. Alright, those were real deities. Some of them were bad. They were more good than bad deities. This mindset of like, oh, everything's bad around me. So if you think everything's bad around you, then why would you follow a god that's in the book? If you think everything's bad around you. Oh wait, that's right. You want protection from a person instead of protecting yourself. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen when you go this is why war is going to happen. This is why people like you are going to fucking just perish. Dark alchemy is all evolution, acknowledgement of the light that surrounds you. Exactly. Expression of the dark thread that runs through you. See? Told you it's inside of you. Truth, reason, inner potential Sorry, sometimes I have to break the walls down. That's how I am sometimes. Oh, well, everyone's like that. I know, but look, I'm not really a good reader. Basically, I mean, I'm better now, but back then, I was never good at reading. Kind of loud. My dad used to hit me with the belt every time, you know. So yeah, I live that type of life. But Dark Alchemy is you. Fuck, put prayer mission, rise and above. Exactly. Thank you. Dark Alchemy is within you. To be honest, I wanted to get the Dark Alchemy book just to see, basically. And I think they have it in the mall. I think I've seen it in the mall. And they made it look creepy and everything like that so people can store away by it. I remember seeing that shit and I'm just like, people are they really that why will you sell this then? If you don't want people to fucking touch it. You dumb fuck. Um but where's the store that I saw it on? I saw it on Hot Topic, I believe. Or Spencer's. One of those two. I think it was on Spencer's. But those are my favorite stores to be quite honest to go to. I don't know. That's just me. I just like their shit. You know, it just speaks to me. You know, it just the stuff that's all around it. It just speaks to me. You know. But this is really good right here. You know, fucking take a picture of this and post this up in your wall, man. Because I want to keep this picture. Actually, I'm going to keep it and put it on my Facebook page because Dark Alchemy, man. Dark Alchemy. It's really good. You know. Again, going back, it depends who's using it. You know. And from what I found out, because I'm still researching with Dark Alchemy and everything like that, because I'm just telling you with some of the stuff that I research and know from movies and all that, but I'm mostly trying to go in of more of Dark Alchemy because I'm trying to learn more about it also. But I do know that we made it, obviously, and I know it's not, and I know that whoever uses it, it depends who you are. If you're a good person, then it's good. You're using it for good. If you're a bad person, why are you using it for bad? And Allah, Al basically means the, and it means like something else. But I know it means the, but it means like we use something of what is it? Of Egypt or something like that. Hold on, I got you guys because I was watching a video here. I don't think I could watch the video because I was uploading this. So let me put this real quick. Dark. Oops. Dark. Dark Alchemy. Let's see. Like this one right here.
Alchemy. So, how did alchemy start? Where did it come from? What are the origins of this thing? Anybody who's studying it might already know that most of the Western tradition, which is what we're following when we're researching alchemy for the most part,
right,
has its origins in Egypt. And we know that because all the other alchemists throughout time tell us that our art comes from Egypt. And it's also prevalent in the name. We can see it in the name alchemy because we have al, which is an Arabic prefix, which means the, but then chemia, or what was derived from the word chem,
I knew it,
which
Egypt.
is the ancient name for the land of Egypt.
So
we can see that even with the word alchemy, it's
the art of Egypt.
Art of Egypt, and the Arabics told us that in its word.
So you can look this video up. You guys know what it is and all that shit. I don't have to put it in the description box and stuff like that. He does mention that like all these pharaohs and all that were part of like, you know how they like to do sometimes, like, oh, these deities were not real, they were just symbolizers of something, and I'm just like, yes, because one day our ancestors just decided to fucking paint. I'm sick of that shit, man. So fucking sick of that shit. That's why I'm still gonna watch his whole video, but when he mentioned that shit, I'm just like, what's an orc? Always an orc. Fucking lie, motherfuckers. Because that's how these orcs are. They lie. They fucking lie to your teeth. Alright? They fucking lie to you. Okay. And even doing, you know, the whole witches stuff that was happening in Massachusetts and mostly around the world, they used dark alchemy too. You know, but not all of them. Because some of them got blamed for shit that they didn't even do. I mean, for crying out loud, back then, if a woman knew math, automatically she's a witch. You see how they tried to suppress the woman so fucking much? It's fucking ridiculous. They didn't want her to fucking know math here. Are you fucking kidding me? Back in the old days, like you didn't want a woman to read because if the God forbid, if a woman reads, she leaves her man. There literally were men like that. Oh, don't you read? Because he didn't want to be smarter. She didn't want to be smarter than him and then leave him or do something else. Do something for her life. That's why you always get friction back in the day with men and female, and they did it on purpose, obviously. But this is why they always get friction with man and female, and then sometimes some women back in the old times are never happy. And it's like, why are they not happy? Because they're not giving, because they're not taken care of. You're not taking care of your queen. You're treating her like shit. And this is why I made that video of the white chromosome, man. Like, you guys need to buck up and take care of your queens, or else the white chromosome is non-existent, meaning there will be no men on this planet anymore. I mean, they weren't men in the beginning, but if you keep doing that, karma. It's called galactic karma for a reason, man. It really is. So, let's see. Oh, also, with dark alchemy, we also use the stars and the planets. So whatever the planets, the thing is, these evil beings do the same fucking shit. They learned everything from us, and yet they acting like, oh, we didn't do it. In the Dark Crystal age, the Dark Crystal anyways, when they do the Great Conjunction and everything, they trying to get the crystal in and everything like that. We can do that, like when everything's all aligned and everything like that with stars and everything like that. We can use and harness that energy and use it to our benefit. Hell, we're doing that right now. When we meditate, when these energies come in, it's just a good feeling. Really, really good feeling. Beautiful feeling, And what I wrote to my own language that I told you guys before, that dark alchemy is is basically like that. You can make your own language too, because that's how it was. I mean, you didn't have to follow any other thing. But what horror icon did dark alchemy besides the ones that I mentioned in part 1? I could mention Hellraiser, Pinhead, but I don't really watch the Pinhead series all that much because I'm not really a big fan of Pinhead. I always found him. It's funny too. I never watched his movies because I always found the character creepy and everything like that. So it's like, huh, you see, and it's like, hey, going back to what I said, they don't want you to watch these movies, or not even watch these movies. They want you to be creeped out of these horror icons, mainly because they don't want you to tap into what they're actually doing, because they actually will benefit you, you know. Let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to see what movie here that I have. Huh. I can't really. The only thing I can think of is that. Dark Alchemy is also in the Legend of Korra and the Last Airbender, obviously. Going back to what I said, like meditation and all that, we have that inside of us, So it's really awesome to know that oops. It's awesome to know that we have this stuff. Okay. That we have this stuff with us. Okay. Hey, look at what is it? What's his name? I just saw her too. Okay. The Frankenstein's monster. In a way, he got, for kind of loud, Bride of Chucky was inspired by Bride of Frankenstein. It's the same. It goes back to the same thing that I mentioned with Chucky. They used dark alchemy to bring him back. They grabbed a whole bunch of different basically, what Frankenstein's monster is basically another retelling of how Osiris became to be. Same thing with Chucky. This is what sometimes they don't really you put this in your horror movies, and sometimes they just remake it and they tell you 1,000 times. So there's other movies that tell you it. And Creature from the Black Lagoon, I haven't seen that movie in quite a while. I remember having the toy as a little kid, and it smelled kind of funky and weird because it was a sea creature. But these sea creatures really do exist too. So, and it's there's other things. I can't really think of anything from these horror icons that I can see right now. The only thing I could think of is obviously Ash from Evil Dead, because Ash from Evil Dead, he he has the Necronomicon, and he uses Dark Alchemy also because he reads it and everything like that. And he fucks up in one of the movies, which is what is it? The Army of Darkness movie. He talks he was supposed to say something, and then he was like, you know, and then he fucked up with the whole thing basically. So that's kind of funny right there. So the horror icons, I'm sure of it. They use Dark Alchemy, but I just cannot think. I cannot think about it right now. I'm looking at these horror icons, and I'm just stumped. Just can't think of anything right now. Pumpkinhead. I just saw a picture on Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead was revived by fucking Dark Alchemy. For crying out loud, you look at that movie, watch that movie. I haven't watched that movie in a long time, but I know a guy goes to a witch and stuff. The whole backstory of that movie is basically like a kid got bullied, I believe, and he got killed and some shit like that, and then he came back as a fucking pumpkin monster shit. And I guess I could mention the Leprechaun. The Leprechaun does use Dark Alchemy actually, because all that magic powers that he has and shit. So yeah, these are not the only horror icons that used um, Dark Alchemy. So I'm just trying to see more here. Just trying to think more here, because I want to be thinking about the other ones at all here. Um, Leatherface. I'm not gonna say he uses Dark Alchemy, but cannibalism. I'm not gonna say it's a form of Dark Alchemy, but hey, these evil beings do it, so I tell you in front of your face. But I'm not saying that is Dark Alchemy. It's not. But these evil beings might think it is. You know, just because they actually taking the essence of a human host and shit. And that's why in Ed Gein, when he wore the skin of his victims in a way, and he started dancing in the moonlight and everything like that. Again, that's another form of alchemy. That's literally another form of alchemy. But the good beings don't do that. We don't grab skin of people, maybe a mask, to worship the gods and stuff, or ourselves, but not wearing a fucking skin of another person and dancing around and shit. This is what these evil beings do, you know? Perfect example. I'm actually glad I did talk about Leatherface, because I was not going to talk about it. Because I'm just like, I don't know if it is with Dark Alchemy, but it actually is when I think about it more. You got Dracula there, obviously.